I just finished recording an entire video about love, romantic relationships, and when I watched the playback, I felt like I was just breaking tables, I was just shattering everything, and I decided to be a lot nicer. I'm going to change that approach. I'm going to come and be very nice and soft spoken. I don't want to sound like I'm not a preacher of love because I absolutely love love. So, what are we going to do now? I'll start again. Not for any other reason, but so that the word can enter rightly into your heart. So, let's talk about love. Hello there, and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Temiloluwa Grace Owolabi. If this is your first time, this is a place where we're all about being dynamic, unique, and outstanding. We're concerned about sharing materials and resources that will educate, inspire, and enlighten you and make you go forth into the world and do the same to others. Today, we're talking about love and relationships, romantic relationships in particular. Now, if you've noticed, this is not something that I always talk about. It's not very common, but I try my best to give a balanced approach to everything that I do, and it will be unfair to talk about something that is a core part of our lives as human beings. So, stick around. If you enjoyed this, make sure that you subscribe. You can check the channel for other resources, and I want you to give this video a thumbs up, to recommend it to other people, and share it so that more people can watch and learn. Today I'll be telling you 5 things that you must do before you fall in love. I don't like the word fall in love, in fact, to be honest. I prefer walk in love because that's how the Bible puts it. Grow in love. But okay, fall in love. Number 1, stick around, you're going to love this. Communication. This part gets me fired up every time I talk about it, because many people talk about the exciting part of love. Oh, I feel this way, butterflies in my belly, I'm excited when I see this person, oh, my heart beats faster, blah blah blah. Yeah, good, whatever. I'm not against them, I like it. I am saying those things are not fundamental. Let's talk about the fundamental ones. Communication. Communication is the soul of any relationship. In fact, take away communication from any relationship and that relationship is dead, it's gone. How do you enter into a relationship with someone that you're not talking to, that you're not getting feedback about what they're going through, what they're like, how their day has been? And it's not only about getting to know who they are on the surface level, it's about knowing the things that are dear to their hearts. How do you understand a person's values if you don't talk about it? How do you understand what a person loves and what their dislikes are if you don't talk about it? Many times you see people who have spent a long time, and by long time I mean years, in a relationship. Sometimes they are even married, and something's happened to them and you ask, did you guys ever talk about this? And they say no, and you're like, what? You guys never planned to talk about this. So what were you talking about? I mean, what were you doing? If you were doing the talking stage, what were you talking about in your talking stage? Communication is very important because it helps to set everything in motion. You already know what you're going into, you already know what you're planning for. Do not fall in love if you have not communicated with that person. And it's not a once and for all thing, let me make that clear. It's something that is ongoing. I mean, if you love somebody, you always want to talk to them, right? So now you're going to be inserting the important things, and as the relationship progresses, you should start getting comfortable talking about the uncomfortable things. Yes, I said that on purpose. As your relationship deepens, you should start telling them the deepest parts of you that you would not share with anyone else, because you know that this is somebody that you want to commit to. So you should ask, am I willing to commit to this person? If yes, Then start communicating. Do not hide anything. Lay all your cards on the table. When you communicate, you won't have dashed hopes. You won't say, oh, I was really hoping that this relationship was going to turn out this way, but it did not end up turning out that way because you did not communicate. So communicate. Number one. Number two, don't lower your standards for anybody. This is a sermon on its own. Many people will tell you, oh, you can't have it all. You can't have this and have that. You can't do this and do that. You better manage what you have. Every spirit of manage. Holy Ghost, fire. When you want to love someone, you have to let them know the terms and conditions that apply. For example, as a child of God, it is non-negotiable that we do not fall in love with people outside of this kingdom. It's not allowed. You have to marry from your clan, fellow children of God. You cannot now say that because you've been waiting and waiting, you want to marry an unbeliever. You want to be joined with someone that is not of this body. No, that will not be tolerated. This is not even because of what people will say. It is because of you, your own life, your own growth. In the long term, how will your life turn out? How will things work out for you? And that is a major example. There are other examples like your life's decisions, your goals, your aspirations, your dreams. If you have plans to pursue your education to a certain extent, and you meet someone and you say you fall in love and you want to continue to live with that person, marry that person, raise a family with them, and it comes at the expense of sacrificing your dreams, is this something that you'll be okay with? If it has to do with ignoring God's purpose for your life just so that you can be in a relationship, do you think that it is worth it? In that minute, you might think you're making the right, choice, but eventually you would have many regrets for it. So don't even do it and now learn the lesson. Let me tell you now, don't lower your standards for anybody. You are worth more. God has deposited a lot inside of you that one person cannot just say that you should cut off because they want to be with you. God's plan for your life is much more important. Do not lower your standards. I say that with all the love in my heart. Next point, seek godly counsel. This one is also another sermon. Why do people enter relationships and don't try to seek counsel? Is it a cult? I really don't get it though. You want to fall in love and be seeing someone, but you don't want any other person to know. You're not talking to someone about it. You're not getting a mentor's advice. You're not seeking counseling. You're not doing couples therapy or anything to get help. In fact, this is not just about trying to make it work. This is also about doing some bit of research, understanding what is going on here. Who is this person really? Because anybody can try to look good before you. Anybody can pretend to make you, think of them as a good person. But when you do your research, when you hear what other people have to say, when you ask people who are really around this person, who know what this person is like, really, then you can begin to think, am I really making the right choice? Is this person a true lover of God? Does this person treat the people around him or her? Does this person treat them right? These are the questions that you'll be brought face to face with when you seek counsel. The people that you seek counsel from, and I'm emphasizing godly, mature people. These are people that will make you have a rethink. People that will ask the tough questions that you have been too blinded by love to see. And then you begin to have strong convictions if you truly know what you're doing. If you truly have God's backing on this, you will be convinced that you're doing the right thing. But when you don't have godly counsel, you will make mistakes. And these mistakes are mistakes that could have been avoided. So please, before you fall in love, get counsel. Talk to a spiritual head. Talk to a godly, mature elder who will guide you, who will lead you, who will ask you questions that will make you do some research, that will not make you end up in the gutter. All of these things, you will thank me later. What's the next? Number 4, love yourself first. I can't overemphasize this. Many people are expecting marriage or a relationship to give them what they can't give themselves. I hate to break it to you, it will not happen. If you don't love who you are, if you have not done that internal work to appreciate yourself, to understand yourself, to be self-aware enough, you cannot get what you're looking for from another person. Because believe it or not, that other person is another human like you with some different ideologies, some different beliefs, different trainings, backgrounds, upbringing, whatever. This person is also walking through their own life's journey, trying to find clarity on the road. Now they meet you, they fall in love with you, and they find out that in addition to what they've done for themselves, they now have to do something for you to make you feel better about yourself. No, you have the responsibility to decide how you want to love yourself. You have the responsibility to decide how you see yourself. This is what will make you even enjoy your singlehood. I have to be honest. I can't relate when many single people are saying, oh, this one, single people, we are suffering, married people, they are pressing our necks. I'm like, are you suffering in singlehood? Because I love myself and I'm enjoying myself. So why do I think that somebody else who is enjoying marriage is punishing me? I don't get the logic, to be honest. Love yourself first. Treat yourself right. And when you find someone who loves you too, that will be a bonus. That will be an even bigger package. You get what I'm saying? Next one, don't do it outside of God. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't say, God is too slow. Don't say, I've not heard anything from God. Don't say, God is not going to give me who I like. If God's word has not come on that person, on that subject, don't do it. He knows more than you do. He sees the end from the beginning. And so if he's giving you a certain instruction or leading you in a certain direction, he obviously knows why. He knows where it's going to end. And I understand that if you're someone that has gotten a lot of no's from God, if you're someone that you've gotten a lot of rejections, quote and unquote, you might start thinking, oh God, this one is not going to work out. God is going to say no on this one too. I might as well just take matters into my own hands. But if God is doing that to you, then you should be grateful because He's saving you from lots of things that you are not even aware of. Some you will never even fully understand. But I tell you, the day He will give you His approval, the day you will get His go-ahead, blessed are you amongst all people. So surrender to Him, obey His word, carefully follow His instructions, and don't try to jump the gun, okay? There are lots more that I could say, but I don't want it to extend beyond the normal, so I'm going to leave it here. By the way, if you have other important points to share, please go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'll be waiting, I'll be watching, I'll be reading them. Some other people would also love to hear. If you're in a relationship, you can share with us things that you learned in your relationship, things that you wished you had done before you enter that relationship. If you have questions on this subject, I know I said I don't usually talk about it, but if I see your questions, I can be moved to make another video answering all your questions on this subject. I might even bring a more knowledgeable person to discuss on this topic. So, what do you say? It lies in your hands. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. My name once again is Temiloluwa Grace Owolabi. Remember to like it, share this video, and subscribe. Let's continue to lead a dynamic, unique, and outstanding life. I love you. Bye.